In this video, I will show you how you can set up your countdown timer in the Go High level. Let's see. So open the Go High level. On the left hand side, click on the marketing. Okay. On the top menu bar, you can see the countdown timer here. Click on the plus new button and then you can see some specific templates that available here. So you can choose the template that you like. They don't have too many, but some of them looks good. You can choose. So let's say we are going with this one. Okay, that's so decent. Now, once you choose a template, click on continue with this template button. Alright. Now we can edit this template based on whatever we require. So in template, we have three different kind of options. First, we want this timer to be like fixed timer that ends at a specific date and time. Then you can go with the fix. Do you want this timer to keep running every time, right? Then you can choose recurring. So whenever the timer will end, it will automatically start again. Okay, so for example, you can set this timer to run, let's say, till 4th, okay, and a specific time. Now what will happen after this time? It will start again, okay, and then you can choose the loop event, how many times you want it to repeat. So let's say I wanted to repeat like for 10 times, okay, then you can choose 10. Then countdown duration, like, so you choose the timer and start it, okay, when do you want it to start, then how many times do you want it to loop, right? Then what's the duration of this timer? So let's say I want this to run only for 15 minutes and then loop every time, okay, then it will do happen. Countdown timer waits for, okay, so how much do you want it to wait? So size won't auto redirect to expired if it won't wait state follows active. So do you want it to redirect after the timer's end? If not, then you can just simply stop it. If you want it to redirect, then how much after the timer ends you want it to redirect? So you can choose that. Let's say 1 day later, or let's say 5 minutes later it redirect. Okay. So hide timer on side and wait state. So what you want, the timer should hide, should invisible when the timer ends, when the countdown ends. If yes, then keep it on. If not, then keep it off. Okay. So here you can see the summary of this, right? You can choose a time zone, then active time leads at link and expire time leads. So when the timer will expire, where do you want it to go? You can just set the redirection link over here. Okay. So this is how you set up. And then now it comes to the styling part. You can do the styling. So if you want to change the template, you can change the template. What I want the visible to, like, do you want day, hour, minute, second? You can also hide any specific one. Let's say I don't want seconds. I can hide the seconds. Let's say I want second, but I don't want days. I can hide the days, right? Then typography, what kind of font you want, what's the size of the font you want, right? What's the weight you want? You can choose that. Then corner radius, like here. So I can choose a radius, but because it's already a circle, it does not matter, right? Then custom color, if you wanted to change the color for the timer, you can do that here. And then the expiration image, if you want the timer when ends, the image should appear over there, then you can choose that. I won't recommend that, it doesn't matter. But if you want, you can keep it. Let's say you can put any image that say, okay, the time is expired and then this and that and whatever. Right? Then the padding you can choose and hide timer in Apple Mail. You don't need to do that. You can keep it off. Now go back in general. We have one more timer that called dynamic timer. Now this is the most important kind of timer. Why? Because this dynamic timer won't just occur anytime, anywhere. It's not like that. This happens when a certain event occurs. Okay, that's why it's most important. So dynamic timers, let's say first countdown duration. How do you want it to, like, how long do you want it to be, right? Then do you want it to be end at a specific time or not? You can choose that. And then the times, like why this dynamic timer is. So start timer, when it should start. The point with fixed timer and recurring timer, like it is keep running, right? And it will end at a specific time and then it will automatically start running again. But with the dynamic timer, they run at a specific time only. So how? When the email is sent, or either the user open the email, or WhatsApp message sent and WhatsApp message deliver. So they have right now 4 conditions. So for example, you send out any email and then you want, as soon as the email sent out, the timer should start. So you are giving an offer to someone and you want, as soon as the email delivered, the timer should start for that person, then you can do that. If you want the person opens the email, then the timer should start, then you can do that as well. Then similarly for the WhatsApp message, same like this, right? So this is a very good timer you can use to make your emails, make your automation more personalized, right? Because for example, someone fill any kind of form for you and you want a unique, let's say you are running an automation, right? People are coming in your, let's say in your webinar, they are like watching the webinar, but they are keep coming because you're running an auto webinar, so people are coming at different time. You can't use a fixed timer here because fixed timer will expire, right? So you want a timer that will happen unique for each person based on like when that person come in the flow. In that condition, you need dynamic timer, right? And then once you do that, you can use this dynamic timer on the landing page as well, even on the emails, on the landing page, wherever you want, right? So this is how it works. So once you've done that, click on save. Okay, make sure you give the name to this countdown timer. And here you can copy the code. So simply copy this code. This for email, this is for website, right? And then you can use this timer on your website and the email. So this is how you set up your first countdown timer in the Go High level. I hope you like this video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe this channel. I will keep uploading more content about the Go High level and how you can use the best, you get the most out of Go High level and grow your business with the Go High level. So subscribe to this channel, and if you don't have the account in the Go High level yet, click on the link below in the description. You can get a specific 14-day trial with that, and you can also get some of my snapshots from my membership if you want. So I will see you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.